Good afternoon, San Diego. I guess it's evening in San Diego too. Darn. Good evening, San Francisco. San Francisco, not San Diego. Ruined my Anchorman quote. I just want to give up now, guys. So stressful. I had that Anchorman quote planned for like 2 hours. And I just missed it. Freaking missed it, guys. All right, so I'm here tonight. We're not going to be here forever. To talk about the opportunity of solar in 2024. This isn't a marketing pitch. It's not like a rah-rah, huzzah type chant. I think there's some real opportunity in solar in some very specific places this year. I think it's important to talk about out loud. I'm not seeing anybody talk about this stuff in the groups. From what I've seen, a lot of strategy is kept in the groups and not really shared. So as a marketer, for the good of all solar kind, I want to spread some information on what I see as some really key things to focus on for the rest of 2024, even going into 2025. I don't know why I'm doing this claw hand thing. Take my strong hand. Anyone? I think I redeemed the Anchorman quote. I feel good. I feel good about the scary movie quote. So big companies are failing in solar right now. Giants are falling, really large companies. I feel like there's a reference I could make right now, but I just can't connect the dots together. Big companies are failing, and that's not something to celebrate. It's not something to get excited about, but there is opportunity, and opportunity is exciting. As business owners, we've got to be able to capitalize on opportunities when they set themselves in front of us. With bigger companies falling out of the picture, and more people being afraid and scared, there is an opportunity. There's a really great book I finished a few weeks ago called The Road Less Stupid. And there's a quote in there, the only advantage of being small is being small and fast or nimble. And I think there's a lot of, I don't want to call it shame, but there's been a lot of disrespect thrown to the smaller, more nimble installers, sales orgs, the people not slamming solar in at $6 a watt with an 80% offset and a Nest thermostat and some light bulbs. Yeah, I went there. I said it. And so as we're in this opportunity, there's a lot of clients who are no longer being serviced. There's a lot of clients who are in the process of getting solar, going solar, and there's a giant void of marketing and sales in the solar market right now that was not present even 2 years ago. So 2 years ago, everybody marketing really hard, pushing solar like crazy. 2 years now in the future, everybody's scared. Everyone's turtling up. And there's actually some real opportunity right now. On the marketing side, we're actually seeing lower CPLs than we were seeing last year, just like for an instance. There are less people marketing for solar than there were last year. There's less people door knocking for solar right now in 2024 than there has been in probably the past 2 or 3 years. And the reason for that is companies have condensed, they've moved on, they've condensed to like a more local market or footprint. And I believe this is the best time to be alive as like a really extremely strong local sales org or local installer. Like it is literally your time to shine. And as a local sales org or an installer, you need to figure out all of your marketing channels, your door knocking, your advertising. You need to think about being a solutions provider to your community, right? All these Time magazine articles are coming out. People are crapping on solar. Homeowners are getting together and literally, and attorney generals are literally pushing all the bad players out of the industry right now. The squeezing or the reckoning of solar is nigh. There's more regulation coming, probably. It's not here now. I have met and spoken to a few attorney generals in the last 12 months or so. They are paying attention to what's being advertised. They're paying attention to what solar companies are advertising for, what offers they're making. And it's time to grow up. Like it really is time to be that provider in your local market, in your community. Or, you know, if you're going to be the virtual sales org, that's great. Be nimble, be fast, spread your net all over the place. But for the local people, I heard from an installer, like, I guess about a month ago, that a certain giant installer had pulled out of my state of Missouri, and they were doing like more than 100 installs a month just here. And so as these giants have pulled out of your local markets, it is time for you to be the guy. It is time for you to be the gal. Get involved in your BNI, in your local networking groups. Get into, like, meet the influential area people in your markets and be the influencer, right? Everyone else is scared right now. All of the big giant national, like ADT is no longer in solar. Like, it's the wildest thing. You had a gigantic company that is so old, its name was American District Telegraph. That's true. It's a true thing about ADT. They bought a huge solar company. They were going into solar hard and strong in a ton of markets. They gave up. They pulled out. But not you. You're still here. And you're listening to me. And that's your fault. Okay? So don't complain. So if you're selling ethical business, if you're selling solar the correct way, it is literally your time to own your market and be that solutions provider in your area. You will never have less competition than you do right now. So it is time to get out there, kick some you know what, and gobble up market share. The best time to build your solar company's marketing machine is literally now. Get your networking, your door knocking, your internet marketing, your leads. Like, there's literally no better time to be out there selling solar and marketing than right now. Warren Buffett, I think, had a quote like, be greedy when everyone else is fearful. The time is literally right now. You will never have less competition in your local market. So it's time to put your game face on, your backwards ball cap, and start really thinking about your long-term plans. Because if you don't want to be in solar a long time, it's a great time to get out. Like, we're probably in the best time to get out of solar right now. But if you want to stay in and you want to win the long game, there is no cheaper time to gobble up market share than right now, when you have less competition than ever before. Another big opportunity coming up very soon, January 27th, 2025, of a TCPA one-to-one consent law is going into effect. Essentially, everyone that doesn't have one-to-one opt-in consent, so all age leads, shared leads, anything you don't have explicit data for, there's going to be a $500 to a $10,000 fine per text or message sent. So there's a reckoning happening right now. And then by the end of January, there's going to be this huge halt of marketing machines all across the US, unless something changes. So when people are no longer able to market through shared data, age leads, and they're turtled up in their own local markets, this is literally the best time for you to be the local solar company. So my training tonight is more of a call to action. There's a training I made earlier this year on the 2024 Solar Marketing Playbook. I want you guys to figure out your plan to make 2024 and 2025 literally your best year in solar ever. I think local installers are very important to the future of solar right now. Local installers and sales orgs selling ethically right now are literally is what's going to prop solar up for the next 5 to 10 years. 100%. But yeah, 2024, 2025 is the least competitive years in solar we're going to see for the next 5 to 10 years. For that, I can promise you. So put your big boy pants or your big girl pants on, no judgment, and let's go gobble up some market share. Like, put your Thanksgiving pants on. Let's eat. Let's gobble up some market share. Comment info or playbook below if you want some information on how to grow your solar business. And if you're a local installer and you're interested in just working together on your marketing plan for this year, need some help, comment installer below. I'll reach out, send you a message. We'll work on a marketing plan for you. No charge. I appreciate all of you. Lots more to come in the group here. If you need anything, I'm around. And yeah, just comment below. Like, what do you guys want more trainings on here in this group? We're trying to be more active, trying to grow it together. Yeah, just let me know. Appreciate you. I'll see you.